Moderators, please make sure that the screen in the English room is the same as the one in the Russian room. So there should be the page getting a promo code to promote uGain. We are still waiting for another 1 minute for the moderators to fix the screens and the presentation, and we will start. In different rooms, we have some seconds delays, but it's normal. Well, let's get started. Very slowly, but actually very prominently, we are moving to the launch of our application. And today's topic, we would like once again to overview the current stage, what we should do in particular, and what have been done for the system, and those stages to take. We are, first of all, made some landings. One of them, you can see it, it's getting a promo code to promote uGain. Why did we do it? As the company is working a lot to update the back office, quite bulky scope of work, to bring together all the projects and to make sure that they work consistently. And now, through the back office of Average, we cannot do it. And to launch quickly, we actually did the following. When partners of Average get a chance to pay for the EIP, they get a link to this landing page. Depending on the language, it is available in different languages, in Russian, Italian, Spanish, English, but we will use the English language setting. What should you do if you haven't done? Follow this link and enter your login or email of your Average back office. And here you get 3 windows. There is one more hidden window in here. I will show it to you. Here at the bottom, we show it, but it is still hidden because not everyone knows about it. So first of all, this is the unique promo code which is assigned to you forever to promote uGain. This is your promo code, and as you see it, this is your personal, individual, unique code. Whereas below you have 2 links. Your link for registering entrepreneurs. This link could be sent to those entrepreneurs who already know about the launch of the system. They don't need additional information. They simply need to register. And this link includes your unique promo code. And when an entrepreneur is registered, he is registered under your number. The second link is your landing page link for entrepreneurs, where there is some promotional materials. And at the bottom, this actually window is hidden. If you go to the landing page, you won't find it. So for the future, this is an access to the mobile app. A bit later, we will discuss this mobile app, and no additional registration or repeated registration is required. You will simply press the button enter via email, and you will open the mobile app. At the next session, we will discuss it, and there will be two fields: login. You write down or enter your email or average username, and password. This is a temporary password, which is your promo code. So you enter it and enter the mobile app. All our average partners will have access to the mobile application via this system. No repeated registration is required, and the system is retained. And this is required for the marketing. We discussed the first, the second, and the third type of earning. The fourth will work a bit differently. So this window at the bottom, for you to remember, this is for your entering the mobile app. Now I will hide it, and here in this landing page you see this information. You copy this link and go to the page of the entrepreneur registration. You see this registration page. So the entrepreneur sees this registration page. Here he indicates the number of his company, the name of his company, chooses the category, and he enters his email, available email, as the system immediately sends the password of his back office generated in uGain business system. Then he indicates his telephone number, preferably mobile phone number, available right now, and he gets an account connected to this telephone number for the mobile uGain application. So the accurate phone number, the email, and the phone number used, either personally or the mobile phone number of his company. And here at the bottom, there is your promo code for the system. And the entrepreneur will register under your name. So this field is mandatory. If we try to miss it, the system will not accept it. So we agreed that, first of all, promoters will register entrepreneurs with the training taken and with the paid EIP. And now, guys, I will go to another domain. We will not set up or create any accounts. We will do this operation in real time for you to see what an entrepreneur needs to do to register his business in the system. Meanwhile, please, guys, tell me if my sound is good and with no interruptions. Here you indicate any name. Martis V Burger, a real company from New York. We choose the category. They are restaurants, cafes, and bars. And here at the bottom, you see the languages available. Today we will add another few languages. We will add a number of promo codes of promoters who bought EIPs last week, and we export their codes to the system. Here you may choose any language: Indian, Vietnamese, Russian, English, Kazakh, but we will use English. So the name of the business, category, brief description, email, ugain@bespyatov.ru, the mobile telephone number, we indicate the promo code, and the system is creating the profile of the business. This is the dashboard of the entrepreneur, the main dashboard. So we made some overviews for us to be in the system. We should be published, but to be published, we should complete these fields: create at least one cashier, create at least one branch, and upload at least one picture of the business establishment. We go to the tab Company, indicate the description, full description of our business. So some selling texts, promotional texts. So full description of your business. You select the currency, that was the USA, therefore US dollars. The category, restaurants, cafes, bars. Website, marti.com, and don't forget to save everything. Well, the information is saved. We add search engines, search hashtags. Fast, food, and that is, as my example, these hashtags will be automatically saved. We will miss notifications, we don't need it. Addresses, here in this tab we should create and indicate at least one address of one branch. I will find something in New York. I will speak slower as there is some delay between the rooms here. This is the address, and automatically it is exported to the fields. Clarification of the address, for instance, the first floor, and the branch name, the main branch. You indicate the working hours, the time of opening and the time of closing, or here you may tick that around the clock, 24/7. You add the phone number of this branch in particular, or additional phone numbers, and don't forget to save after each operation you make. Now we need to add at least one picture. To show it, I will upload this one. You actually frame the size, the dimension, and you upload the picture. The maximum number of pictures is 10. Well, they are saved. Now we go to the tab Settings, and there are the discounts. So the normal discount and the increased discount or increased cashback. So this is your discount for the next time, regular cashback or increased cashback. If you tick here, use as cashback. If you don't, so then it's a regular discount. And here they indicate two figures. Look, when you talk to entrepreneur, don't ask him to set a high increased discount of 20 or 30% because the margin may vary. So you'd better ask them what is your regular discount offered to your loyal customers. Which discount could you offer for a person to see him as your loyal customer? And depending on the margins and their regular discounts, they may agree to offer 15% discount. And this 15% discount will be split into proportionally. So the 10% is an increased cashback, and the regular cashback is 8% with no substantial difference, 3-4% difference only. And here you press save, and this data, this information about the increased cashback is to be verified and confirmed, and after the verifier accepts them, they will be highlighted in green. And the next step, this is the bonus program, 3 levels. Level 1, 2, 3, and the remaining 5% could be split in the following way: 2% as a reward of first level, 2% as the reward of second level, and 1% as the reward of level 3. And the customers of this entrepreneur, as soon as they recommend this business to their friends from line 1, they will earn 2% from their purchases. To say, I recommended my friend to go and drink a cup of coffee, and eventually his check was $100. This is an example. And as my bonus, I will earn $2. But if this friend recommends to his friend, this is my level 2 of recommendation. He comes and his check is 100. I earn 2% and my friend earns 2%. And if the second friend recommends to someone else from the purchase, I will earn 1%. I believe more or less it's clear. We save this breakdown and we go to the tab Employees. And here we need to create at least one employee name. No data available. So here we indicate his or her name, Martin. Here you indicate his login. If it is not a unique login, then the system will indicate that you should change it. This login will be used by the employee to enter login business application. As now we receive a lot of questions why I cannot enter uGain business. Guys, you don't need to enter uGain business as partners until the update that is scheduled for the second half of March. Only staff may enter. We launch it in stages. So only those that are indicated may enter, and the password. The percentage for the service, if it is a cafe or a restaurant, in the check, immediately they write down that the amount of the check, it includes some tips to say 10%, then we duplicated here this amount for the financial reports to be clear. But in case business has no practice and they do not include the tips into the check, then we leave 0 here. The next field is status of your employee, not published, published, or deleted. You select published, you choose currency. Without the currency chosen, the employee may not work. So this is the currency selected for the business. As the businesses may have branches in different countries, the headquarters are located in the USA, whereas the branch or a outlet is in Kazakhstan. And then the employee for Kazakhstan should actually have the currency, national currency of the country of operation. And you select the branch. There may be one in New York and Kazakhstan. And then you choose the branch for this employee and afterwards save. Now you see almost everything seems ready for the publication. And here is the price list. Add category. We will add the category some goods or products sold there. Some meat dish. We choose this category meat and add some text. Steak, beef steak. So the name, short description, the price, for instance, 10 US dollars, some additional heading, it could be left empty, SKU, this is the item, good item. We need them to account easily these products. So this is the ID of the product in your statements. And if it is the promotional goods, then if you tick promotional goods, then you add this promotional price. So this is the price list for the time being. We save it and we add the picture. We add the picture, for instance, this one. You frame the dimensions and save it. There could be some of them. And one more thing, logo, company's logo. We should add it. You press this picture and upload the logo. And now the company is with logo and it is in the mobile app and we can publish our entrepreneur. You press the button post. So all the conditions are met, all the requirements are met, and we submit it for posting. It should be done for each entrepreneur. And as you see, your demo account will expire in 60 days. You do not need to tell entrepreneurs this on a mandatory basis because in some countries, promoters are ready to recruit entrepreneurs with the subscriptions to be paid, but for you to know that this free regime is in effect within 60 days, entrepreneurs may work, but while he is in demo regime, no one will see him, only his customers. Those people who came to him, bought his services and uploaded the uGain, only they will see him in their mobile app, not anyone else. For all the others to see him, he needs to verify. And the process of verification is when the business is legal, there are no blacklist goods, and we have the team of people that will verify in the countries, they will verify these businesses.
When we click on the button verification, send for verification, there are no data for now. We click on the button send for verification. We have an entry here that the entrepreneur can see whether he was published and was verified, or there is a reason why he was not or she was not verified. So the process that we've just did is the process for the registration of the entrepreneur, business owner. That's what we need to do to send them for verification. And at stage 1, we are accumulating the business owner's database. And until the EAPs are over, the entrepreneurs cannot use that application. As soon as the sales of the EAPs is over, on the 8th, 10th day of the month, there will be news published. We decided to extend it for a little bit more. Then the mobile application will be activated. And since then, over that time, the business owners will fill in all of their data, will go through the verification, and will be able to operate that mobile application, connect their clients, and so on. I guess we'll have a training on the mobile application next week. Today, we will dedicate this session to questions and answers because I know there are a lot of questions so far. The process is not that difficult. When business owners connected their clients, they can see the statistics, how many new clients they have. They can see the operations related statistics, rating statistics, how their establishment is evaluated in terms of quality, service quality. And then this client's related information, customer's name, ID, registration date, how much they paid. You can also use their different filters to search the information, operations related information. But I guess during the proper operation, we will be learning more details. News, as we said, business owners can publish many different pieces of news per day, but not more than one push notification per week. Promotions related information, it is published over here. Nothing really complicated about it. After the verification, we will together figure it out. Now we need to know how to work with business owners, help them register, help them fill in the data. This is not difficult, but it's very pleasant for people when others take care of them. I guess this is it for now, and I would like to stop my screen sharing. One more thing regarding landings. So here's our landing pages for business. We have 2 types of landings. Landing pages for business owners, businesses, like this, and you can send. So you will have those landing pages in our main languages. It is at ugain.app/business/language, English, Russian, Italian. If we change the language here, you see, it's the same page, but in the respective language. Then the ref and equal sign, it's the promo code. And then if you click on it, like launch now, start now, you go to the registration page with the promo code of the person who gave it to them. So on this landing page, we specify the main features, the main characteristics. We tell them what kind of system it is, how it all works, the tariffs. Guys, in terms of tariffs, we have the information that we have in the leaflets, booklets, but on the request of some of the countries, this block might be changed. This section might be changed. People are asking to change this tariff over here, start, to hide it. So guys, I'm sorry, I have to switch off for a second. Tony, regarding your question about the supermarkets, I think all of the questions will be handled during today's session. Please make sure that you put it in the Q&A section as well, okay? There is a specific forum, Q&A forum in Zoom. So could you please write your question there as well? So this is the landing page for businesses. You can already start using it and use it for promotion purposes. And here is the landing for common users. And we will create a connection. It's ugain.app/mobile/your language. So the landing is quite cool. It's enticing, quite attractive. And we provide the description of the mobile application itself. It's the landing for, as I said, common users. So the reference system is the same here as in the business application case. So if you're sending the landing to someone and the person downloads the application, you will be their sponsor. But we do not recommend you disseminate this landing for now because we're waiting for the official launch for when the purchase, when the sale of the AP is over, and when the on the 8th or 10th of May when it's launched, then we'll tell you guys start using this landing page. So the main object here is the mobile phone. You see it moves like across the page. You can see all the features and the benefits that a person can get using uGain. What else? Well, I guess when you type in this address, you can browse, navigate on this page yourself. Okay, for now, I guess I will stop screen sharing, and next week we will have another session. And for now, we are going to take a couple of questions related to the technical part of it. We have a whole list of questions from partners. Some of them are technical, and some of them are network related, remuneration, compensation plan, etc. We will have a session on that type of questions when we find time for that type of session. We'll see whether we have interpreters available and the speakers available. For now, let me bring up the list of questions that I have, and let's go through those questions. Now, question number one, partner Yelena Samokhina. Can we learn more about the functions of the motivation of the personnel, motivation function of the personnel? So we will prepare it, but for now, our priority is to prepare the instructions for the business owners, but it's quite easy. Every business owner has a specific understanding, thanks to the system, how their personnel works. When the business owner receives feedback from their clients, they can see what employee is there talking about their service quality. They have specific statistics, how well each employee works, how loyal they are to clients, etc. And also there is statistics on how employees recommend that business owner using the system. And they have in uGain Business their own promo code, the uGain Business application, which they can disseminate and recommend this business to other clients and bring more and more new people. So we have this clear statistics how personnel is performing. And of course, we're not dictating anything to the business owner, we're just recommending them. And the business owner decides him or herself what to do. Well, this approach, recommendation-based approach, can be used to implement different motivation, transparent motivation mechanisms. When employees understand that they can also recommend that business to their friends, friends of their friends, through social media, and bring in clients to their employer, they will accumulate under the fourth type of income points from the recommendations that they made. And the business owner can see how many points each employee has. And those funds, those points, can be converted by the entrepreneur into a bonus, monetary bonus too. There is nothing really difficult about it. What the business owner does from the... Денис, а можно нам тоже список этих вопросов и какой-то доступ получить? Потому что так будет лучше. I asked Dennis to give us the list of the questions as well, us, the interpreters, I mean. Oh, okay. I will bring it up, guys. This will be better. It's in Russian. Sorry. Oh, you will have to do, okay, with the our interpretation then. Okay, second question. What should a business owner do with income that comes from the payments using cards? How to withdraw that income? How to reflect it in the accounting books? So we're talking about income that people receive when other people pay using bank cards. How to report to the taxation authority. Andrei Havratov has clear vision about the future of Average. So Average is about creating a universal source of cash flow from different projects. And we, being part of the network, we're interested in our network growing big. So if we deploy different network related things, all of them, all those features in this project, we might have major delays, and it might also conflict with the overall overarching mission of the company. So business owners who actively promote this platform, who have clients who pay subscription fees, who connect other business owners, they should not be working just in uGain. They should be part of the overall Average ecosystem. And for us to address this task, we decided that all the accumulated points that a business owner receives, they do not receive it as a legal entity, because there might be a lot of legalities, legal issues here. People are asking how to reflect it in the accounting books, how to report it to the taxation authorities. They receive that in the form of units in their back office of Average. So this information, if you are being asked by the business owner, you can tell them that you can give that information additionally, like an extra value, that they will be receiving those points. Because when we connect business owners, we don't have to tell them about everything, about our Average system, about all the projects in it. We have like a chain of events. You first tell them this is the tool that will help you bring in more clients, retain clients, communicate with your clients, receive feedback from them. So like a set of functions related to business to improve their business processes. And then sometime after, you can tell them that in person, or we can use emailing. For example, when they have enough points accumulated, they will be receiving a message saying, look, you have this many points, you can spend them in this or that way. And it will be done through the back office of Everreach. And we're talking about the marketing plan, compensation, uGain average, and there might be some additional accumulations as well. So we need to bring in active partners into our structures. This is priority number one. So as far as this number two question is concerned, it's about average here. It works the same way as any other project in the ecosystem average works. Question 3, should a business owner take training to be able to connect other business owners to uGain? Well, we have two options here. Either yes or no. Within the project group, we decided that a business owner doesn't have to take the training. They don't have to take the test. What they should do, though, they should pay the annual subscription, and then they can start connecting other business owners. Like our colleagues from Italy suggest to give them a free package if they bring 8 more business owners. Remember, we have a 15% under the marketing plan. So if they bring into their first line 8 more business owners who buy annual subscription, they might get this free package. Because if a person is a business owner, then they know the issues of business, what goes well, what doesn't, what works, what doesn't work, and they know better than anyone else how to promote this application in their environment. And you, being their upline, benefit from it as well, because for you it will be second level. So for us, the better coverage we have, the bigger coverage we have, the better. Hopefully I answered your question. Question 4. In the comments to the slides, it says PO's terminal is not necessary. Does it mean that the business owner can work without the cash register, using only application? How will the fiscal system work with regards to this application? Well, for you to understand, PO's terminal, point of sale terminal, I think, is obligatory in many countries, in most countries. The fiscal machine, the register, because if you don't use it, it means that you're accepting cash without that cash being reflected in the system, avoiding taxes. So for us, this is not a cash accounting system. This is a system to improve marketing, to improve loyalty, communication, etc. So we're not replacing any fiscal mechanisms here. So the phrase POS terminal is not necessary might be misinterpreted here. When the payment is made in an establishment, if it's a legal establishment, a check, a receipt must be made. And we work in parallel. When a receipt is printed, that's where in parallel, the cashier, we will have a separate session about it. I will show you the sequence of actions. The cashier scans the promo code of the person, the QR code, and enter the amount of the purchase to get to accumulate the necessary points, reward points. This is common practice. As for the cashier or cash registering system, I already mentioned that we spend a lot of time on synchronization with the payment system. Since August, we've been doing it. We've been waiting for UGPay, and it was going quite slow. Now it's been put on the final track, and we are now developing the second upgraded version of the application. And in our roadmap, we have the additional modules that will perform some fiscal functions as well. But for now, do not tell business owners about it, okay? When we have it, that's when I'm going to announce it, that it will be integrated with the cash register as well. So income of the business owner under the marketing plan of uGain, is it other taxes for taxation purposes? Like how to classify that income for taxation purposes? So if a business owner recommends uGain to another business owner and the person under their recommendation pays the subscription, then here we have our internal uGain marketing plan, uGain/average marketing plan, because we need to bring people into our average system. Then business owners become average partners, and that's where they receive their remuneration. They become part of your structure. They accept all user agreements, like the usual routine, verification, etc., and they operate within the partnership agreement with Everrich. This question over here about the taxation, how other partners classify that type of income, I guess we have to discuss it with Dragash, how to classify your income for taxation purposes. It's like being an agent of Everrich, I guess, but we'll have to discuss it.
What is the proper way to promote the application in the social media? I believe one video is not enough. Well, we will retain it for the next time. When will the application be launched in Ukraine? Guys, look, the first week of sales of EIPs suggested that we have active partners in Ukraine, and I believe that quite soon, next week, the translation will be ready and it will be added to the system. It's not a problem actually. The key problem is the Ukrainian language, as there is some criticism and the application should be launched in the national language of Ukraine. And when the translation is ready, so then it will be actually ready. In the near future, with no exact dates. But guys, we decided that these 10 countries we initially agreed to launch in Oman, US, Australia, Kazakhstan, Russia, Peru, Colombia, Spain. What else do we have? Italy. 10 countries. We will expand this list quite quickly, and the mobile app, it will include all the countries where we have our partners with the EIPs bought, and then we can launch all these countries. If an entrepreneur pays an annual subscription, guys, please let me know how much time do we have left. What is the time allocated to me? Because potentially there are a lot of questions for me to understand whether I need to speed up or not. If an entrepreneur pays the annual subscription and is registered in the application, can he actually invite his colleagues? Do it after passing the test. Look, at the stage of the launch, there are no requirements or limitations for entrepreneurs. So the only condition for them to meet is the paid subscription. but the management will decide. We will discuss it with Andrei Havratov. We as promoters should download the uGain business app even if we have no business. No, promoters help entrepreneurs to enter this web portal and business application until the second term of March. Only cashiers will use it. The system is large and entrepreneurs should have no sufferings. Therefore, only cashiers are accepted in, and you as partners, you have access to the mobile app. And for the next time, we will show the back office. We will make the training on the back office. This structure with the registered entrepreneurs, and we have its visualization with the number of paid EIPs, active or non-active. It will be available in bo.ugainref. But next week we will discuss it. Next week at our next session we will discuss it. So now this is test format only, and this business application will add this option. So not to overload it now, you may not use it. We do know that partners go to uGain business and may not actually register and ask the questions, but the answer to this question, uGain business, is not available yet. And will my average sponsor get the income from uGain? So under the marketing plan, yes, he will. If a client or an entrepreneur pays for the subscription, how could he be promoted along the career ladder? For instance, to have a rank of a consultant, it is required for the invited person to pay to have the personal investments of $200. This question will be referred to the next session. Dragas will answer. So look, we actually, as a tool, as uGain, we give you the information that this partner, this person, he is active or not active. And I have some experience in network marketing. I can provide this training, but I believe that Dragas would do it better. And look, like along the ladder of sales, you need to attract, interest people, communicate with them. And the standard approach, you see a person, you see that he has registered, and then you work with him as your potential leader for your structure, for your network. So there was a similar question that the uGain marketing for closing the statuses. Again, this is the question to be answered by Dragas. What is the right way to name the entrepreneurs, promoters? So what is the right name for the promoter? So the uGain project representative. If you simply tell them about the uGain, you represent yourself as a partner of the uGain project or uGain company. So we can help you. If you need the additional customers, we can help your business. And this is the best way to promote. A promoter, this name will not be clear and understandable to the entrepreneur what it means, whether we need to have a certificate for the work with the entrepreneurs, a certificate of the test passed. There are different situations. People are different. There was a training on the client's portfolio or portrait of your client. So some people will need some merits, and I would take a picture of your certificate of your successful completion of the test, and if required, you will show it, but not show that, look, I am a certified promoter, but when you melt the ice while talking to your prospect, you can announce or recommend that and say that there was great training, and this uGain includes the comprehensive ecosystem. And when you are in, entrepreneurs as well get access to learning something new. And for many partners, you may say that many partners like it a lot and learned a lot of new, and I'm sure that we should give the goods to the entrepreneurs and we should help them with our knowledge. And this is like a demonstration of the training you took. But we will refer this question to Dragas as well. If there is the lockdown, if the lockdown continues, will the promoters get the statement for the traveling, for the using public transport? If the lockdown continues, will the promoters get the certificate for using public transport, for being able to work in the streets? So, guys, look, I am not the right person to answer this question. We will discuss it internally, and next time we will answer it. I don't know which certificate or statement we as the platform could provide. Is it obligatory to register for clients in global unit pay? Look, guys, the payment system which we design, it will use different currencies, including plastic cards. For any person to make a payment, he needs to tie a card to his account, or in any bank applications, he may do it with no verification required. The idea is good, but look, I believe that we need to think it over. Our clients are our potential, a potential inflow of new partners, but we should design it properly and report it to people, educate people on this. And we discuss it that gradually, not immediately, depending on the behavior of the people, the way they make their purchases, we can make some offers or send them as average company or uGain company some offers, some proposals. Look, we have this system, but it will be a bit later. When we register entrepreneurs in the application and the subscription to be paid, what are the official documents? What official documents should an entrepreneur have? So I believe there should be 4 documents submitted. This is our public offer. Secondly, the partnership agreement. And at present, they are 2 combined documents: partnership agreement signed with the partnership platform and the public offer. Then DNA agreement, under which we detail the way to store and process the data, these legal provisions. And the fourth one is when a person makes a payment, we automatically, if he pays with his card, we automatically generate the invoice. For Italy, for instance, the guys are looking forward to it, but the only thing that this payment, as soon as it is effected, via the service of paying with the bank cards, we are at the final stage and this service is in test regime, and then to your email automatically you will receive a PDF invoice linked to different countries, their tax regimes. So there is the standard template, and this document will be received after the payment is effected. An entrepreneur pays for the annual subscription, but 6 months after he closes his business, will he get a refund for the remaining months not used this application? So the common practice of the refund is not 6 months after. Different services vary, but generally it takes 2 weeks or 3 weeks for this refund. But our refund policy is 2 weeks, which is approved by the lawyers. 2 weeks, but we can expand this. We don't worry actually, but there are some limits. The international practice. 6 months after, in case the person doesn't benefit from this opportunity, so look, there are telecom tariffs. If you don't use it this month, you will use this capacity next month. So this is an annual subscription for the time being, but with the possibility of monthly payment, but it will be a bit more expensive. If the entrepreneur is not average partner, where can he pay for the subscription in the application? Should he register in average? No, he shouldn't. He don't have to register. And we provide the information about entrepreneurs to average. And if after this communication he wants to continue his partnership with average, then in average back office he will actually go through the KYC process. And the payment, the next stage, will be as soon as the person is verified. After the verification is done, he will see a button, pay a full subscription. He presses it and then he pays in the same place I showed you, business.uGain. This is the key dashboard for the entrepreneur to make a payment and to get the documents there. What is the common payment system in the application? Global Unit Pay, bank cards, Visa, MasterCard, and what is the currency to be used to accrue our points under the marketing plan? The different bank cards and cryptocurrencies that could be used in Global Unit Pay. And what is the currency to accrue our interest under the marketing plan? So it will be accrued in your average back office in units. If an entrepreneur pays for the subscription in months and sometimes misses some months and then starts payment in those months with no subscription paid, will the application be blocked? Well, the first 2 months he may use the demo regime, but if he fails to make a payment, then the functions will be terminated. He may enter, but look, these functions will not be functionalities, will not be active. So if he likes it, he may enter and get to know it. And in those months with no paid subscriptions, he may enter, but to do something, some operations, he needs the subscription to be paid. If an entrepreneur pays an annual subscription, so this is the repeated question, I believe. If an entrepreneur pays his annual subscription But 6 months after he decides to sell his business, can he use the application as the client? And will he retain his structure under? Yes, that's right. Look, when an entrepreneur registers his customers, they are included into his structure, subject to the paid subscription. They are in the average structure, and the payments will be retained in the name of this entrepreneur. And I believe those businesses with a huge coverage will be in the win situation. The more customers they have, the higher traffic they have, the better it is. If an entrepreneur loses his phone, how could he restore the application with all the data? It's important to understand. uGain, it's not a mobile app. This is the platform. The dashboard, look, you may get access from any device, phone and tablet. You save email and the passport received into your email, and you may enter via different device. But if you mean that he lost his telephone or it is stolen and he doesn't know how to restart the use of the application, then it's very simple. You actually restore your SIM card, enter the phone number of the telephone, and you enter, indicate the password, and it is done. All average partners automatically will be relocated to the application. But in case not everyone is willing to use it, but under them, their partners use them. So what is the way to accrue the percentage for the purchase of the subscriptions above the partners who do not want to use the application? All the partners are already in the system. And for each one, we generated promo codes and passwords. Any average partner may enter the mobile app and use it. But if you mean to ask me whether they do not promote it and they don't register entrepreneurs, the marketing is the same, like your accruals, active or non-active, depending on this. The same logic is here. If someone makes a payment from your down, you earn. But we will discuss this question once again with Dragas. This network-wise.
Tell us in detail about the four types of income. We know we had a lot of trainings about it, so let me not spend time on it. Just rewatch our trainings. What kind of income a business owner is going to have, and what are the terms and conditions for it. Guys, it's all in our previous sessions. All the network related issues will be taken care of next week. If a client doesn't have a subscription, will the third type of income be available to him, meaning percentage from the payment from cards? If that they don't have the subscription, then no. How a businessman who connected to uGain application can synchronize the application with the accounting program in their point of sale. Where can we familiarize with this kind of guidelines? To synchronize, we need synchronization. We need to have integration. We need to understand what kind of cash and accounting system the business owner uses. The modules for integration are being developed. It's not a quick process. At first, business owners will work without synchronization, this kind of synchronization with the cash accounting program, which is not difficult. It's just an Excel file, but we will have it later. The synchronization with the cash accounting and registering software. We need to see what kind of CRM programs local business owners use and develop our software accordingly. The synchronization with the cash accounting system is important for big supermarkets, stores, where there are a lot of lines waiting before the cash register. Our segment for now is not really supermarkets. Of course, you can go and promote it to the supermarket owners as well. It's beauty parlors where there are no huge lines at the cash register, when the cashier has time to do everything manually too. Under the marketing plan, what guys, I guess it's for the network related question. Let's skip it. Statuses as well. Next, if a promoter from the country is in the country where there is no official launch, can that promoter start inviting business owners from the countries where there will be uGain launched officially? And will it be counted towards the contest, promotion contest? Well, look, in Vietnam, for example, we have 2 people. This is our first week activity who bought that EAP in Vietnam. Hopefully, there will be more people who will purchase the EAP from Vietnam. Just an example. But for now, we are adding all countries where EAPs, from which EAPs were purchased. If you want to recommend this application to a business owner from a different country, it is important that that business owner works in the country which is in the list. We're adding the countries from which people bought EAPs, and we will post the list of those countries. Hopefully I answered your question. How will the tax from the accumulated point bill be calculated if that person is a physical individual and want to build their business, connect their friends? Well, the tax from the accumulated points, we need to understand what kind of points you're talking about here. If it's network or marketing points, marketing plan points, it will be accruals in back office average. If we're talking about the first type of income from recommendations, if I recommended a restaurant I like to my friend and that friend goes to that restaurant, pays, and I receive points, those points are not the concern of the taxation authority. It is the concern between me and the business owner, and the business owner will make a discount to me, for me, or they can give me a cashback, and the cashback is considered as the advance payment for the future periods. That's the accounting terminology for it. But we will have another session dedicated to it as well. But experienced accountants and, well, business owners, they are ready to provide discounts. And the way they reflect it in their accounting books, it's up to them. We can help them, but I think they know how to do it anyways. So discounts and cashback, usually it's not a physical individual's concern. How will the tax will be calculated for the client if they are a physical individual and want to connect their friends? If in the companies there is a legal department, can guys, again, this question is, I will mark it as important, but taxation here is not different from any other business. So if it's average point or average back office, then it will be the same as you report that income in the same way as you're reporting it right now. But I will mark it as important and we'll look into it later. Based on what document we're going to promote this project? We have certificates, and if a business owner, a business professional will ask for an official legal document, well, the official legal document guys, let us think, how can we send those partnership agreements to your back offices? It will be coming from Everreach, though, not from uGain. Or it will be kind of a certificate from uGain too. Let us think about it. How quickly a business owner can withdraw fiat money based on the accumulated points to reimburse their costs on discounts, cashback. So it's not like you should base your strategy on let's give 60 or 30% discount, but you should see how much you are comfortable to offer, what kind of a discount you're comfortable to offer, and start from there. As a business owner, I mean, our task is to have as many business owners in our ecosystem as possible. And we can show them, look, we have this many business owners here, these establishments there, and you don't need to provide like very huge discounts at first. I suggest you first exercise. Don't go to business owners that you would like to have in your structure right away. Go to the business owners who in your important are not that important, or better, you're not really, it's not them whom you want to have in your structure. You can test it on them, but if they're not in your structure, you won't be very much disappointed. That's my suggestion. Can a business owner give a discount of 0% or a cashback of 0% and give discount and cashback only for promotional goods? Yes, they can. But then what's the point? They will use only promotional goods and they won't be quite interesting for their clients, I guess. I don't know any business owner who wouldn't want to create loyal customers. Well, I agree that cashback and discount is an instrument that is very important and interesting for clients. It's about gamification, accumulation, financial economic literacy. But of course, they can put it the discount and the cashback at zero. I don't think that our verifiers will prohibit 0% discount, but you need to explain to the business owners that this service is about loyalty. And you can't get too much loyalty with zero discounts. Well, overall, those marketing indicators, the discounts, etc., the business owner can play around with those indicators. They can use one type of discount, see how it works, then change it, see how it works, and then choose the best one. When any client will be able to test, to take the exam, to be able to connect business owners, and will their conditions differ from ours? This is not an urgent question, guys. This is not a, for now, we're working through our partners only, not just any client. Those who took the training, because for us it's priority that our trained, qualified promoters promote our business. Only they can do it. When are you planning to start it in Belarus? Well, you can. There is nothing preventing us from starting in Belarus. It will be done on the official date of the launch. Please explain on a example of supermarket how to connect and synchronize the cash accounting system of that supermarket with uGain application. For example, there is a software called SuperMag. Do you need any additional equipment or additional software for that? Guys, thank you very much for this question, because SuperMag is quite a similar system, like a loyalty system. SuperMag is a Moscow company, and they develop a cash accounting and registering system. UKN5, it's also their software. We need integration here. We didn't receive any requests related to the SuperMag application, but it's easy to write the code. There is nothing really difficult in terms of coding, technical difficulties. It will take a month and a half tops. We will eventually do it, and you will be able to synchronize it with the supermarket's cash accounting and registering systems eventually. Can I, if I live in the country that is not in the first list of testing, invite business owners and partners who are ready to become promoters? Again, let me read the question again. If I'm not in the list A country, can I invite business owners and partners? Yes, you can. You can. What we though need to, what they need to do is to meet all the requirements: training, tests, consultants or higher, and the VIP club subscription. Or if they are below consultant, they need to have a 1,000 unit investment, right? You know those requirements. VIP club, a consultant or higher, or 1,000 units investment. But I will discuss that question with Dragosh again. If a person is not connected to the payment system Global Unit Pay, how can they make a payment online? Well, we're not connecting online stores here, so I'm not really sure this is relevant. If they want to make a payment through their application, you just connect your bank card to your application, and it doesn't matter whether you're connected to Global Unit Pay or not, because the payment goes through your bank card. Should both applications be downloaded, uGain and uGain Business, for a promoter? When we first, only uGain Business will be used by the cashiers, and you will be working through your back office, and you will be registering entrepreneurs through the dashboard, the panel, and then you can download uGain Business and check the functionality. But again, let's take this specific question later. We will give you specific information based on the milestone on the stage that we are at. We'll say, look, this is the uGain Business, this is the data. For now, yes, we are at this preparatory stage, and it was so long. Waiting is my least favorite thing, and our entire team is working. We're closely working on it, but our work might not be visible. It's no behind the scenes issues with the legal matters, with the payment system. But now we've streamlined our work, and we're about to launch, as you can see. We're starting registering business owners, entrepreneurs. So I will give you a few words about the registration as well. The third type of income related to the cards, bank cards connected to uGain. Again, this is to Dragosh, the first type of income. It's also a question to Dragosh. Some business owners prohibit their personnel from using smartphones at the workplace. Does it mean that to use uGain application, in particular to scan barcodes, personnel will have to be allowed to use smartphones at the workplace? And if they don't want to allow their personnel to use personal smartphones, they will have to give service mobile phones to their workers. Well, interesting question. For uGain application to work, you need to have the internet, Wi-Fi, GSM, LTE, G4. So you need to have internet on a mobile device. Second of all, the mobile device needs to have a camera, using which you can scan the barcode. If you take a look at the cheapest Android-based mobile phones, they are quite cheap. It's like $30. It's not quite a lot of money. So you can tell the business owner, if your policy is not to allow employees to use their smartphones, then you buy at least one cheap phone. It's about the convenience of work of the cashiers. If that guy has a lot of cashiers, then he should buy to all of them, or 2, 3 phones for all of them, so that they could work at the same time, operate those mobile phones at the same time. The promo codes that cashiers have, you can print it on a piece of paper and show it to the client from during their shift, during their work. They can show this piece of paper and the client can scan it. So I don't see any huge problem here. Well, it should be kind of some primitive form of a telephone with a camera and internet, and that's it. So this document, we are done with it. Do you have questions in other? So, Tony Knight, I asked you a question. Серьезно. I asked you a question about how to enter all the products of a big store. Guys, let's postpone this question to the official launch, until the official launch. We have an importing mechanism, a mechanism that will help import all that data. It's not very difficult. It's like a price, description, a picture. If you have a really extensive list of products, then they will be available after the business owner pays the subscription. So look, why we're not talking about the pre-package right now. We're not promoting ourselves. We're not saying that you can work for free. You can get this for free. Our focus is that this application has a price because we're offering value. And then if we business owner pays the subscription, then everyone gets their share. If the business owner decided to use the demo version or didn't pay the subscription, they have 2 months during which they can use the platform, but there will be certain limitations. If the person doesn't pay a subscription fee, they cannot recommend this application to other business owners. They cannot upload a big price list. More than 50, I think, items. 50 items, that's you can use it for free. But if you have a huge nomenclature, like thousands and several thousands of items, entries, then yes, you'll have to pay for the subscription. The payment-based mechanism will be added after our official launch. So we're now doing the last touches on our payment system synchronization of testing, and then we launch. And as soon the payment starts going in, we will have a special importing tool. And that importing tool can work through Excel and CSV. When the first column is the item, the price, then description, etc. And if business owners are importing big lists, they won't be able to import all the pictures. Well, this is a common problem for most systems, the whole pictures related issues, and we still need to develop that automated solution. The entries will not have pictures. But again, if it's a product-based store, then you don't, food product-based store, you don't need pictures. Did I answer your question? I hope I did.
I see in the chat, there are some questions. And if it is online business and no address of the branch, if there is no physical address and they are e-commerce business, then they have the registration address, the legal address as they call it, as there are some issues of the return of the products, so therefore this legal address should be indicated. Could you please do it in Russian, all these fields, not in English? Guys, we have it, but we need to actually play with this application with our own hands to understand it better. Yes, guys, that's right. The training is on what we need to do until the end of the payments. Today, we are adding the languages, new partners with the paid EIPs. Therefore, I ask you, do not test anything today on this main address. And we don't register partners. We will start registration since tomorrow. If you see any errors until the midnight, we are verifying and fine-tuning everything. Starting from tomorrow, you will be able to start registration following the algorithm I showed you. So actually, I wanted to make this webinar a bit earlier, but interpreters are very busy and there was no time slot available. So indeed, we want you not simply to send the referral links to entrepreneurs or in social networks to start promotion, but at this stage to communicate with people personally. Before you go to them, you may pre-create his account and show him the system. It works this way, and only then register the entrepreneur. But the first step is your personal promotion, personal communication. Do not try to promote it in masses through the social networks until the official launch. The number of the telephone number, how can we change it? The number, which telephone number of average back office? The telephone indicated there is not available anymore. Look, if this is the phone number of the entrepreneur, the process is the following. When we register the entrepreneur, and here, there, you indicate the email and the phone number. For these two phone numbers, to email, there is an email with a password to access to his dashboard, and the second one, the information, so the second email, that he has created an account with this phone number that will be registered in your account, and the information of how to go there, to download uGain, to indicate the phone number and to use it. In uGain, there is a tab profile, and there is this function to change the phone number. The only thing, if it is changed, you need to reconfirm it to get SMS short message to your telephone, and you can do it. A good question. Why, when I enter my address, I receive a message, there is no such address and I cannot open my link? Guys, look, we are uploading. We are still in the process of synchronization with the average back office, and there is no linkage. And we move this data in portions. 1 week is done. So this set of information is moved, and these emails or logins, if you bought the packages in the first week, you will get your promo code. If you bought your EIP in week 2, then quite likely, I believe, this new set of EIPs purchased will be moved next, so in a few days. So try to re-enter a few days after. I cannot download uGain application as I don't see it in the Play Market. So as soon as it is there, we will inform you. If there is no cash point, so how can we work? We as a platform uh, fit everyone with the cash point and no cash point. So the only exception is whether it is legal in the countries. I paid for my application for 1 year, but the launch will be a bit later. So will my registration started from the date of the official launch? Yes. So it is not translated into German. There are some errors and mistakes. Quite likely you bought your EIP in week 2, and therefore this set of data will be migrated tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I still don't have my email with the confirmation and CRM system. So guys, look, CRM system, it will be presented by Dragas next time. So and even tonight, when we are having our working meeting, we will discuss it internally. So again, I see that there is no address, meaning that you didn't buy it in week 1. So the phone number was changed in Everidge back office, whereas in the uGain, I use my old phone number. If there is a friend in other towns with a lot of entrepreneurs, she is not an entrepreneur herself, what can I do? You can ask her to recommend a list of entrepreneurs and to communicate with them and register these guys. I have Rev link, but may not register the entrepreneurs, and I don't receive the confirmation to the email. Guys, look, don't do it today. So don't do anything with the application. We are still in the process of synchronization. Please be patient. Sometimes it may happen. So quite soon we will be launched and it will be fully functional. There are another few questions left. When we register an enterprise, there is no telephone code for Belarus. Belarus will be available in the near future. So now, as I said before, we are getting the second set of information on promoters with the purchased EIPs, and Ukraine will be added, Belarus, Kyrgyzstan, Switzerland, the Philippines, a number of countries. So in the next few days, don't worry, it will be added. They will be added. I cannot download uGain application to my phone. I've answered this question already. We have a question about the upload of the pictures. Previously, we were said that we can add any number of pictures, but whereas now you said that only 10 pictures could be uploaded. Guys, look, quite likely there was misunderstanding. For entrepreneurs, the limit is 10 pictures in the entrepreneur's profile with the number of products and goods, and for each good, for each product, there is no limit for the pictures. So there is a limit for those with demo regime, and we do it intentionally because those who didn't pay their subscription, they may not recommend, may not get online orders and upload more than 50 goods, and what else, and not more than 3 branches. So we set these limits for the people to be interested in using and paying for their subscriptions. Look, in terms of uploading the app, when I showed you, you click business at the top of that place, and if there are a lot of pictures, 10 pictures we believe are enough to illustrate the business, the setting of this business, if it is a restaurant, if you need to show all the goods, for this there is the price list, and therefore this is the reason of this limit. How can we register her if she is not a partner? So then you should recruit her first for her to sit a test and to get the training. Puzzles for entrepreneurs. Can I delete this? Guys, look, next week when we illustrate the mobile app, we can do it for your information. All those people who are our pioneers, we have a list of your emails. And I believe that most questions will be answered again, and the information will be provided to you via your back offices or your emails. We want to test something, and we have .dev resource to test something. This is a working tool with some updates. If you need to show the entrepreneur something for the test purposes, or like our colleagues from Oman asked us to show the process of registration to entrepreneurs and for the ministry, I will take note of this question and we will decide how to make these test shows. But actually our servers are very strong, the capacity is high. And for instance, if a person is reluctant to use it, you come to an entrepreneur and you know the company, the name of the company, the only details are email and the phone number. And if he is not going to use this account, it's not a problem. It will be in our database. Quite likely, sometime over, he will change his mind and you will remind him of this application and he will register. The next question. I see no other questions. If I made my purchase only today, when can I get my promo code? I will instruct the media department. We are getting the new set of information. If you purchase today, then you will get a chance to get your promo code, I believe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. As soon as we get this set of data, the list of people from average, we immediately move them to the system. But I believe that tonight we will get this set. So check it today, tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow. But those who make their purchases 2 days after, then they will get their promo codes on the 8th, 9th, or 10th of March. Do we have any other questions to answer? Look, what we need now, we need to train to practice on the so-called cats and to delay or postpone those who are of high importance until the 14th or after the 14th of March. So you need to practice your skills on these entrepreneurs starting from tomorrow. Send their registration for verification, get the approvals from our verification guys. It takes 1 or 2 days, and download the application. But next week there will be another training. Guys, I understand that you want and we want to fly quickly, but it doesn't go smoothly. I cannot download uGain application. Don't do it. So use the dashboard of the entrepreneur. Why do we do this? Look, uGain this application. We have it. We have the access, and in App Store, in Play Market, you may open it, but there is no uGain business. And in summer, in late July, early August, we were approved. The application was designed long ago, and we were approved by the Play Market and other platforms. But we don't make it available because people start downloading it. We have the application, but no business version. Therefore, I do request you not to download it. So don't tell them about the mobile application. Simply register them and verify it. And again, register and verify those entrepreneurs who are of less importance to you, saying to them that, guys, approximately on the 14th of March, there will be the official launch. Now we pre-register you, indicate all your goods, and go through the process of verification. As soon as you are in the system, we will phone you, will tell you, so download the application and use this application this way. And therefore, the information will be prepared and we will start. So don't download mobile applications for the time being. This is the answer to reply to the question of Sandra. So in the mobile app, do not enter your password, promo code. So this data will be made available as soon as we have all the information about the EIPs. This data will be included into the system, and those people who passed their test and bought EIPs, we will send you, in addition the instructions, the algorithm, the steps to take, to follow. You download the application, you also leave a positive comment, maybe with some comment. For App Store, it's important. So not that it is a great application, but leave some assessments, your insights, at least that it is good. Then you open the application. You don't need to register. You simply press enter and authorize via email. In the field of email, you indicate your login of the average back office as it is there. In the field password, you indicate the temporary password, which is equal to your promo code. And your promo code is the first 3 letters capitalized and 6 digits, 6 figures, and this is your password. Then you enter the application, the system sees you, and you start recommending the businesses, and the people are registered in your structure. If they buy something, so then they are recorded in your average structure. But for the time being, don't be in a rush to download all this. Please be patient and wait, because first of all, we need to compile a list of entrepreneurs. How do we earn the welcome bonuses? The entrepreneur sets it up. And how do we assess it? The customer will do it. The welcome points and their idea is that a person recommends to someone else the business. For instance, I recommend my friend a restaurant, and he follows my recommendation in the app, and the app sees that he actually followed my recommendation, and the system accrues these welcome points, and the friend I recommend to, he gets a push up notification that in some business you have 500 welcome points earned. And now in the uGain app, he may see that he has 500 welcome points he may spend there. This is the way it is worked. I paid €150 but didn't receive my promo code yet. A question. A partner from Germany paid 150 US dollars but haven't received the promo code. If he made his payment through average, he go to ugain.app/average promo en/en. I don't know why he failed to get it. Maybe it is in spam box, or the email is not wrong. If he paid long ago and didn't get these links, he will get them as soon as this new set, the new batch is ready. May I add here? Look, as soon as you buy anything in the back office, then in the section messages, there is the section personal. You open it and we congratulate you on your purchase. And this is the place where you get your links. And the same comes to your email. If you cannot find it in your email, then in average back office, find the section communication or messages and subsection personal. You will find it there. The links you receive to your back office, they are the same to this landing of getting a promo code. Look, if he bought today or yesterday, then he cannot do anything. You need to wait. The purchases made this week will be available for the generation of your promo code next week. This link, this is our landing, which under your average login can actually double check you and provide the promo code. So the last letters will be in here. And the next week, if you make your purchase today, then some days after, you will get it. 1 month ago you bought it. No, guys, there is a mistake, as the payments became active on the 15th of February, 17th of February. You may not have bought it 1 month ago, but let's do it through the coordinators and the support service. Please address it. They will check which EIP you bought and will give their feedback.
Okay, guys, I think we can call it a day. And I think if you have any questions, guys, you can ask them and then they will be accumulated and put into a list. But we are on the firm path. You know, it's a very cool system, and a lot of updates and a lot of news are awaiting us. And let's improve ourselves. Let's improve our business owners. Let's increase our income, and we will have time announced for the next week's session. We will answer your network related, structure related questions. We will discuss them and give you an answer, and we'll tell you our further steps. So let's wrap it up. Let's do the summary. What you need to do is to make a list of business owners that are not really important for you. Test your strategy on them and send your details for their details for verification. Do not download the mobile application. We'll have it on the 10th of March and later. So guys, I guess this is it. Have a nice day and bye bye. Tatiana would like to answer the last question here. So guys, you say you bought an EAP and you received a message in your average back office. So you're saying that you have not yet received the promo code, but you generate this promo code yourselves. You won't receive it. In the message that you received, you need to follow the link, enter your login, and that's where your promo code field will open and your referral link will be shown. Or Tatiana, you can go to the support service and they will help you with it. Bye bye, everyone, and thank you.